Howdy, DC On Screen fans. How would you like a piece of original artwork from one of us here at DC On Screen?
All right, we're aware that you've never thought of that before, but here's the deal. We need your help because the internet is a giant monster that requires numbers and regular feeding times. And then these algorithm things that are like our personal demons that we can't defeat alone. Do the right thing. Go over to iTunes. Give us a 5-star review or a more honest review if you feel absolutely led to. And then email us at dconscreen@gmail.com. What we're going to need you to do is just write in an address. Tell us who you are. Give us whatever address you want us to send you something at. You know, if you don't want us to know where you live, send it to your neighbors and go steal his mail, whatever.
Yeah.
Just give us that, and then we need you to write Dave or Jason, and then we need you to write the name of a character. We're going to send you a piece of artwork. All I can say about it is that one of us is a good artist and one of us is not. If you've actually been listening to every episode, you might know the secret answer to that, to who you should really ask. But hey, or toss a coin.
Man, you know, once you get the picture from us, take a picture of it or scan it or something, and send it back to us, and we'll put it on Facebook, just like we do with your DC loot.
Yeah, send it back with like critiques if you want to. We don't give a fuck, you know. Draw over it, you know. Pull a Deadpool. Right? Whatever.
One of us might cry.
We'll both probably cry. But whatever. Point is, you know, it's come that time. It's the classic call to action. We need to get out there. We need to get a little bit of the review game going. And this is our humble offering.
Yeah, humble offering. Very humble. I couldn't say it any better myself, man. That was a good pitch.
Oh, thank you.
All right, with that said, settle in for a new episode of DC On Screen. Welcome in to DC On Screen, a podcast about the DC Universe properties being brought to film and television. I am your host, David C. Robertson. This is my co-host, Jason.
Hello.
All right, so this episode we are talking about Supergirl 1x11, Strange Visitor from Another Planet.
Right.
What'd you think of this episode, man?
I enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed it heartily and thoroughly and mostly.
Jason.
Yeah.
We got to see Mars, man.
I know, and it looked good.
By the way, we are going to get super spoilery on this episode, so...
As we do with any given episode.
So, if I understand it correctly, at some point in that crowd, like when that, whatever she is, that candidate or whatever, is giving the speech...
Said Madam Senator, didn't it?
Okay, yeah. I thought she was a senator, but on TV, I just think any politician is a senator.
Right. It's the easiest one to grab.
It is, kind of, yeah.
And it sounds better than representative. Sorry, other side of the house.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure she was switched out with the White Martian after she gave her hate-mongering speech.
I gathered that she did the hate-mongering speech, which, by the way, had one of my favorite 2 signs I've ever seen. One related, one not. One of them, the sign just says "Super Freak." Mm-hmm. I don't know that he knew which rally he was at, and possibly the best sign there was "Return to Sender." That would actually.
Wow. Oh man.
That being said, whenever the Martian guy finally finishes destroying this rally, he I guess it looks like he takes the senator into the parking garage and then zooms away with her and comes back as her. And I don't really know how he gets all that done. Apparently, he's very fast.
Yeah. But we got a White Martian, and you know what? I didn't remember the White Martians looking like that.
I didn't really remember much about the White Martians at all. It's something I've run across twice.
Yeah. I mean,
Manhunter has one of the least he's got one of the more convoluted, over and over retcon stories I think probably out there. I mean,
he does.
It's pretty high up on that ladder.
I mean, he's no Hawkman,
right? But... I'm sure there's got to be a person that has. I guess I don't know. Who would be the most retconned in all of DC? So it's probably that may be a summer episode, maybe.
I don't know. But episode hit pretty heavy on the illegal alien metaphor, I thought.
Yeah.
But
it's not even. It's the best use of the term I've ever seen. She's, a legal alien as applied to Superman types. It's wonderful.
So I did enjoy the "she hates bigots, hippies, and aliens" line.
Right. And yes, in that order.
I loved Cat Grant telling Jimmy that you better get us a quote that offends virtually everyone.
Right.
I couldn't figure out, like...
She's got a magazine to run, damn it.
Yeah, like, because Jimmy was not, or James was not really there too much. Like, I was like, okay, cool, he's going to be part of the action this episode. And where did he go?
He did the smart thing. He hit that super watch button as soon as he could.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the reason that
and
he was.
They're still kind of making a point out of him just being really bored working on editorials or just working on out of his office. He wants to get out there. Got to get those abs out in the world.
Right, and I'll make it a point to maintain that I am very bored watching his story. Someone do something for Olsen's
Someone
sake,
throw a
something.
pie. Damn it.
So it was just real weird. It's weird with Kara and Wynn still.
Yeah,
it's
but
weird.
Wynn was. I thought Wynn was keeping it classy.
He's keeping it classy.
That first interchange was really, really classy. Just please don't. Just have a nice day. Like, I don't know how he could get out of that situation with any more aplomb than he had.
Right. It's it's like a man who's been caught with a hooker, polishing his penis. That's, all right. Well, the least I can do is keep it clean.
Right. I'm a conscientious asshole. Damn it.
But yeah, I loved that the senator says we want to know where they are, what they do, and who they eat. That cracked me up.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Really...
Pretty good hate speak right there. Don't bother humanizing these people at all. Just assume they're cannibals. All right. Well, I guess not cannibals in this case.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the episode doesn't go very far into renouncing her stance because I mean, yes, she was saved by a couple of aliens. She was saved by a couple of aliens from an alien who was probably going to eat her. Mm-hmm. So, I mean,
kind of
good points on all sides, I suppose.
I mean, yeah.
Well, the alien that she was
by
scared
the numbers,
of,
like 2 aliens tried to save her life, and one of them tried to kill her. Like she's just running the numbers here.
Right.
Right now, it's swaying slightly in favor of don't hate the aliens.
And, I guess it was a little interesting to me that, like, John was talking about the white Martians as, like, they're animals. I'm like, dude, way to disparage an entire race. Holy shit.
Then again, you see them crawling through the hills toward the apparently very peaceful green people. And, man, I was feeling him on that. I was feeling him.
Yeah. It's tough, man. I'm okay with I'm okay with the weirdness there. Like there are Star Trek fans who have a real problem with Star Trek 6 because Starfleet people are supposed to be evolved and not hate aliens. Mm-hmm. But Kirk is like, I've never trusted Klingons and I never will. Like, I never forgive them for the death of my boy. Well, that's fair,
right?
Right. I mean, you're in your 60s, dude. You've had a lot of adventures, mostly against the Klingons. You're gonna have some prejudice. They killed your boy. Yeah. So the White Martians killed John's family.
Right.
Spoiler. So yeah, he's probably got a little hate going on, and to be fair, that White Martian did not seem like he was okay in any regard. Like,
the word bloodthirsty comes to mind.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say he was a jackass, but bloodthirsty works too.
Right. A bloodthirsty jackass.
What a dick.
Right. And they did a pretty good job. The way they cut it, those little, the flashes, cut costs pretty well, I assume. Not to have to do like whole scenes in this giant CGI'd planet, but still, I mean, they cut it well, and the shots were provocative and good. So they did a great job with it.
Yeah.
Probably stayed under budget.
There is the guy that plays Hank or John Jones did a phenomenal job this episode.
Yes, he killed it. And I've been happy with him.
I will think of
2 times in a row in that respect, because Wynn got a great outing this last time. He's got all the side characters are stepping up.
Mm-hmm. Dude, John, when he's weeping and he says, "I will hear my family's screams until the day I die."
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna remember that scene until the day I die.
Oh yeah.
Oh my lord.
Oh yeah.
That hurt. That one hurt.
I mean, even his angry speech when Alex is trying to say, I know you. You won't blah, blah, blah. And he goes into you don't know me. I speak languages that you can't even form, or that your mouth can't even form, or some crap like that. I've been alive for 317 years, but it was wonderful. It was a wonderful speech.
Great.
It was just rolling waves of anger. Wonderful to watch.
It was great. It was amazing.
Speaking of waves of anger, honestly, was there a moment with Cat Grant when Adam leaves the office there and she calls Kara in? There was a moment where I thought she could probably take Supergirl.
Well, no.
But
it's cute.
She looked angry enough that I felt she probably could have like plucked her limbs off if she felt like it.
Yeah.
Ballsy move though.
Yeah, that's pretty ballsy, man. I mean, I didn't expect. I don't know. Well, first of all, I was getting to the point where I didn't expect them to actually ever address the fact that Cat Grant calls her Kira.
Right.
And I really love that her son did. Like,
right.
Sorry, is it Kara or Kira? I mean, it's Kara. It's Kira to your mother.
Kara to everyone else. Like, literally everyone else in the entire planet and everywhere else.
So when Adam and Kat have their initial conversation, I kind of love that Man-Eater by Hall & Oates was playing. It was a cover.
It was a cover, but
but it made me laugh.
I laughed too and kind of thought, come on, guys, wait, that's right on the nose. That one made
This show is especially... It gets away with it somehow. I mean, most of the time it gets an eye roll from me, but this show really does like to be on the nose.
They do. I mean, we knew that with some, like, the casting decisions alone early on. We kind of thought that might be on the agenda.
Mm-hmm. By the way, so the shots where Martian Manhunter, I suppose, John Jones is trying to find the White Martian, and he's, like, psychically searching for him. Mm-hmm. Did that not look like the opening sequence for a Martian Manhunter series?
Oh, yeah, that was
like,
good.
Standing up on the roof, and you see, like, the city beneath him, and just, like, that profile shot of his, like, eyes glowing. I was like, oh, man. I could do with that. I could do with that all day.
Yeah. If anybody gets a spinoff so far, it's just got to be him.
Yeah. Now, I couldn't figure out why the White Martian didn't know which one he was, because when the White Martian is the senator, he's like, which one? Talking about which one of your men is the Martian, is the Green Martian. That seemed a little weird. They're all psychic. I would figure that they would be able to sense each other.
I gathered
why didn't John know that? Yeah,
I was getting the feeling that somehow it's kind of like both ends of the line have to be connected. I mean, she can reach out all she wants, but if he's not, answering the phone, it just won't click.
Yeah.
At least I don't know. Maybe that's how that works. It wouldn't be normally how a Manhunter telepath would work, but whatever. We'll let him play with it.
I've seen it done differently. I've seen it done different ways. I don't know. It's like they never got it completely squared away in the
like
comics,
we were just saying, he's been retconned to hell and back, so...
Yeah.
There's not too much I can get on to you for going, well, that's not Source.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that.
Mm-hmm. So the White Martian says that there are 1 million more White Martians. That was interesting.
Right.
I'm assuming they'll be back.
Yeah, I'm hoping. And I kind of do want to see Supergirl go beat the crap out of like 1 million White Martians.
Yeah.
I am actually really looking forward to that. By the way, and there were a couple times she's tried to do it. It's just, Kara's like the world's worst liar.
Yes.
I mean, it's painful.
Yes, she is.
It's truly painful to watch.
It is.
And, well, but, a pretty decent therapist, sadly. Strangely. I did a pretty good job with that dinner. Dinner part 2 or whatever.
Yeah, that was good.
But I have decided that had she remained on Krypton, had her ship flown somewhere else and landed on a different planet, no matter where she ended up, she would still be the most awkward person on that planet. I have no doubt of it.
That's probably true. Yeah.
Just like her getting asked out at the very end of this episode was just I was sweating for her. Just oh honey, just calm it right down. You gotta bring it in.
Wow. Yeah. So Hank telling them any man would be proud to call you his daughters. I almost rolled a tear, man.
Yeah, it was a good touch.
That was good. Same measure, I almost died a little bit laughing when Kat told Adam that Kara was probably in the bathroom picking muffin out of her hair.
Yeah. Yeah. And
oh man.
I'm not like if I'm Kat, and I'm almost sure I would try to shut that whole asking her out thing down. I'm not. I'm pretty sure I'd try to talk him out of that. Like, well, that's going to be really awkward. Can we maybe hold off on that?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just hang out in town for a couple weeks? Like, see how really awkward she is. You'll probably get right over it. Also, there's this giant dude with a camera that she's really like smitten with, and
that dude is dating someone. It's time for her to move on.
Right. And apparently not to Win. How pissed is Win going to be though? As soon as he sees this whole thing happening. That poor dude.
Yeah, I don't want it to happen.
I don't know. Maybe he'll just straight up get over it, kind of deal with his feelings, and come back all well adjusted and not toy out on us.
Right. Well, yeah.
We'll see about that.
Right. Oh, so there's a scene where Kara was talking about her mother, and she said she felt empty, she felt responsible. That is the best explanation or guilty, not empty. I don't know why I wrote empty there, but it's guilty. Mm-hmm. She felt guilty, she felt responsible. Best explanation ever for why they didn't get into the pod with her.
It was a really good one. It was.
Like, best explanation for Jarrell and Laura, too. Like,
well,
that's
it's
great.
Still not my favorite explanation. I've heard one that I like more.
What's the one you liked more? They just didn't have the resources to do it?
It was that they had to build the ship in secret, and that literally meant they couldn't build a big ship. They had to build a tiny ship because they had to house the resources, because on Krypton at the time, interplanetary travel had been shut down because it would corrupt them.
Right.
Because it's a planet full of old people that don't want things to change.
Yep, I do like that.
Yeah, I mean, that one gave me a nice, like, qualified, technical outing. But as far as just a plain emotional outing, I thought that did a pretty damn good job, too.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So this is another episode ending with Alex and Kara eating.
Yes.
On the couch.
Yeah. Maybe this is like the only time they eat. I don't know. There's just a lot of eating on the show. There's 2 dinners and like a major, I would call it a bro down normally because I'm a guy, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what the turn of phrase is for girls.
I wish they had like panned over and we seen the camera again on Alex's purse, and Max Lord is watching them again, and he's like, it cuts to him, and he's like, "What we eating tonight, ladies?"
You don't. I mean, Maxwell Lord's going to be a bad enough person without making him a sexual predator as well.
No, he doesn't have to be a sexual predator.
It starts feeling really, really rapey when he's watching them on a nightly basis. What are we getting into tonight, ladies?
He already put a camera on her purse. He already feels rapey.
It feels pretty, yeah. It's not. Oh, the fiance totally agreed with you though on whether you should check your camera or purse for cameras after leaving a date with a spy.
Yeah. Hobbs.
I mean, apparently I've been outvoted, so I've decided that I will check my purse next time I leave a date with a super spy.
It's called good old-fashioned healthy paranoia.
I'll outmaneuver them by not bringing a purse.
So yeah, dinner is cut a little bit short because there's a new Supergirl in town.
Yeah, enter Bizarro, right? Which is a hard character to do, I admit, because it's cute and it's a hard character. At least it's a hard character to do and do seriously, because Bizarro, in effect, has serious mental impairments.
Yeah,
and that's a delicate line, to play with.
I don't think it's that delicate. It's a clone that goes wrong, and
also,
the best.
I think hard to take him seriously because part of his gag is like me hate you, Mm-hmm. It's he's good for comedy though.
Good for comedy, and occasionally like really just soul-suckingly heartbreaking.
Yeah. Animated series had that effect on us every now and then.
Oh. Animated series, you beautiful thing.
That poor, like the first time they do him, that poor Bizarro, he's, what does he say, like me save Lois or something like that? And about that time, Superman's dragging Lois out of the building that he's trying to like hold up so they can get out, and Lois like validates him just before she's leaving, like, you did save me, you are a hero.
Yeah,
it was touching.
We're gonna have to move on.
It was so touching. But that's the Bizarro we're used to.
My throat's closing up, Dan.
Plucky little heartbreaking character that is kind of hard to take seriously, but apparently we're going to get this thing instead.
And I'll never forget when he asked Lex Luthor, "Am you Bizarro's mommy?"
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that's the kind of stuff I think we're going to have to say goodbye to for this iteration.
I mean, it's a Supergirl Bizarro. It's, I honestly do hope they keep some of the comedy.
That'd be good. I mean, they've got room. This show can do comedy. Mostly it's Cat Grant's fault, but... Man, she just classes this thing up, doesn't she? Just a steroid injection of class. Awesome.
I want to say this feels like a sort of a rote filler episode, but then I start thinking about John and how much they actually got into John and Kat.
Oh, yeah.
And the family themes. And
no, this was a real one.
you know what? It was a pretty strong episode.
Yeah, I'd have to count it. I'd have to put it in line.
Yeah, so...
Pretty enjoyable,
great
too.
episode,
yeah.
For the most part.
That's all I've got. A lot of really inspiring speeches. I didn't even bother writing them down. I like, rather than go back and look through a couple of lines, I really just, I started to, and I was like, fuck it, there's like 16 of these things. Good speeches. That's all I wrote down.
Yep. They had a lot of good speeches.
Yeah. Go back, if anything, go back and watch Hank being angry. It's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. All right. You got anything else?
No, we'll come back and see what they eat next week.
All right. We are DC on Screen.
You thinking Chinese?
You can find... Oh, I thought you meant the aliens.
All right, I'll stop bothering you.
You don't bother me, buddy. We are DC on Screen. You can find every episode at DCOnScreen.com, iTunes, and Stitcher. That's just like 3 of the many places we are on. And we are proud members of the Giant Size Team Up Network. You can find it. Our sister show, the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast, with our friends Jeff Randall and Matt Carroll over at MCUcast.com. And we're coming back in just a second with the new Flash episode. Or no, sorry, the new Lucifer episode is next. So the Lucifer pilot, we're going to talk about that.
Out of a rhythm here.
Yeah, our rhythm has been messed up. But thank you so much for listening, and until next time, keep some DC on your screen.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Are you struggling to lose weight and keep it off? Tired of wasting time and money on starvation diets that lead to more frustration and stress? If there was a weight loss solution that could actually work for you, would you try it? Then head to Golo.com.
I'm Steve. I lost 138 pounds in 9 months on Golo.
I'm Amber. I've lost 128 pounds with Golo.
If you're ready to take back control of your life, head to Golo.com now and see how Golo can work for you. That's Golo.com.
My sleep is way better. My inflammation has gone way down. Golo saved my life. I was way overweight. That's what sent me down the path. I wanted to make sure and live for my kid.
I have literally tried everything. I was on the verge of getting gastric bypass surgery, and I saw the Golo commercial, and it was the last thing I tried because it worked.
Join over 2 million people who found a better way to lose weight with Golo. Your healthier and happier life begins at Golo.com. That's Golo.com. Again, Golo.com.